Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday. Apple has reportedly become the first company to export smartphones worth $1 billion in a single month from India. The company exported iPhones worth rupees 8,100 crores in December 2022, as per the Economic Times report. Apple has been manufacturing several iPhone lineups in the country, such as iPhone 12, 13, and 14, through its contract manufacturers in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. The 5th Kalavari class submarine INS Vagir was introduced into Indian Navy today. The submarine, built in India by Mumbai's Mazagaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited in collaboration with the France-based naval group, was commissioned by the Chief of the Navy Staff, Admiral R. Harikumar. Vagir has the distinction of having the lowest bid time among all indigenously manufactured submarines to date. Vagir will boost Indian Navy's capabilities as it is capable of undertaking diverse missions including anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, mine laying, and surveillance missions. Vagir is named after Sand Shark, which represents stealth and fearlessness, two qualities that are synonymous with the ethos of a submariner. The White House has nominated a special envoy for human rights in North Korea for the first time since 2017. The director of the Office of East Asia and the Pacific Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labor, Julie Turner, has been chosen. She previously worked on North Korea's human rights as a specialist assistant in the envoy's office. Chris Hipkins has been sworn in as New Zealand's 41st Prime Minister. This is the biggest privilege and responsibility of my life. I am energized and excited by the challenges ahead, Hipkins said at the swearing-in ceremony. The 44-year-old was formally appointed to the role a week after Jacinda Ardern resigned, saying she had no more in her tank to lead the country. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists reset the symbolic doomsday clock to 90 seconds to midnight, the closest to global catastrophe it has ever been. It is largely, but not exclusively, due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and increased risk of nuclear escalation. The new time was also influenced by continuing threat posed by the climate crisis and biological threats like COVID-19. On the occasion of National Girl Child Day and the Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, the Serum Institute of India CEO Adar Poonawalla and Home Minister Amit Shah launched Sirvavac, a cervical cancer vaccine. Sirvavac is India's first indigenously developed quadrivalent human papillomavirus vaccine. It has shown a strong antibody response against all target HPV type across all age groups. The Supreme Court has removed a condition that mandated a magistrate's approval for withdrawal or withholding of life support to terminate a terminally ill person. The move comes as part of the modification to India's Living Will process, which is an advanced medical directive on a person's end-to-life treatment. The new guidelines will make the process of passive euthanasia simpler. The Elephant Whisperers has been nominated in the documentary short film category at the 95th Academy Awards from India. The documentary is directed by Kartiki Gonzalez and will be competing with Haul Out, How Do You Measure a Year, The Michael Effect, and Strangers at the Gate. Also, the Indian documentary film All That Breathes has been nominated at the 95th Academy Awards this year. In addition, the RRR song Natu Natu has been nominated for the Best Original Song at the Oscars. The scientists from China claim that the Earth's inner core has stopped rotating in a last decade and now may be spinning in the opposite direction. The study, published in Nature Geoscience, looked at Earth's inward by observing seismic waves from earthquakes. Although it influences the Earth's surface environment, the experts think the periodic spin won't pose risk for the life on the planet. Pune will host a national level river conference titled Dhara 2023 from February 13th to February 15th. The event will be jointly organized by the central government and Pune Municipal Corporation. Municipal commissioners of 44 civic bodies from across the country will attend it. Topics like river improvement, water management, water treatment, and groundwater recharge will be discussed. This year, Republic Day Parade was held at the revamped ceremonial boulevard Kartavya Path and had a number of historic firsts. The newly recruited Agniveers took part in it, as did the Egyptian army. BSF's camel contingent featured women participants for the first time, while an all-women contingent from CRPF also made their parade debut. Egypt plans to allot land to Indian industries in Suez Canal Special Economic Zone. The proposal is in the context of India's offer to encourage its companies, which have the potential to undertake overseas investments, to make use of the available investment opportunities in Egypt. Both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi welcomed the expansion of India's investment in Egypt, which is currently more than $3.15 billion. Researchers at Stanford University in US have claimed that a new record has been set for communicating thoughts to words through brain implant. According to their study, a 67-year-old woman who lost her power of speech because of ALS was able to communicate via implant at a rate of 62 words per minute, 3.4 times faster than the previous record. India is moving to a T+1 settlement cycle starting today, becoming the second country in the world to do so after China. This means that the trade-related settlements will be done within a day or 24 hours of the completion of a transaction. Indian stocks accounting for 80% of the country's total equity market capitalization will move to T+1 cycle this week. And finally, India has issued notice to Pakistan for modification of the Indus Water Treaty. India has called on Pakistan to enter into intergovernmental negotiations within 90 days to rectify the material breach of the treaty. According to the sources, Pakistan's action have adversely impinged the provisions and implementation. It forced India to issue appropriate notice to Pakistan for modification of Indus Water Treaty. Despite repeated efforts by India to find a mutual agreeable way forward, Pakistan refused the dispute settlement mechanism during the 5 meetings of the Permanent Indus Commission from 2017 to 2022. Well, that's all friends for this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.